Aaron is a tank engine who works on the Tanfield Railway, and he was proud to be really useful. Sometimes he shunts coaches for the other engines. Sometimes he collects freight cars to pick up stone from the quarry. And he's always good at shunting like Julian, Camille, and Maxie. Aaron had helped the other engines to reach their destinations on time when they broke down. And they all said thank you for his help. One afternoon, Aaron was resting in the sheds when Mr. Clinton came to see him. At the end of the day, Aaron's now former driver said goodbye to him and left for his retirement. Aaron was left alone in the sheds. He went sadly to sleep, wondering what the new driver would be like. The next morning, Aaron woke up and saw a man in a blue uniform he had never seen before. Aaron thought the man was lost. The yards can be rather confusing for people who are new to the railway. The new driver climbed into Aaron's cab. He had a few experiences with steam engines on the railway, but preferred diesels. He didn't find driving Aaron easy as he started him forwards. Aaron felt his wheels begin to move, but at a slow pace. The new driver pulled the lever, and Aaron shoved smoothly out of the shed and off to work. But the new driver was making many mistakes. First, he made Aaron get some coaches a hard shunt in the yards. Second, he jerked him running towards an engine who was resting, but just barely missed touching their buffers. And last but not least, he caused him to delay his train, which made people very angry, although it wasn't Aaron's fault for the mistakes. Later, Aaron was on the siding after he finished all his work. The other engines chopped by, but didn't speak to Aaron at all. They were cross about what happened and what Aaron did to make them late with their trains. Later that evening, Aaron was making his way to the yards to pick up empty cars and take them to the quarry to collect stones. Unfortunately, the new driver was a very proud and stubborn man. After his earlier troubles, he wanted to prove himself. Aaron shoved along the line and didn't notice he was about to go the wrong way at the junction until he tried to tell the new driver that they should go back to the quarry. But he wouldn't listen. Suddenly, Aaron was switched off the main line to the station sidings. He cried out to the driver again. But the driver still didn't listen, until he noticed Christopher resting in front of them. He braked hard, but it was too late. Aaron didn't know what to say. Mr. Clinton was close by, and he had seen everything. The driver was embarrassed now, and was sorry for not listening to Aaron. Mr. Clinton was surprised after he explained the whole thing. He decided to let what happened go, and went to get help. Soon Julian arrived to help Aaron and Christopher back onto the tracks. Deborah was also there, looking very cross. A week later, after Aaron and Christopher were repaired, Aaron was at the sheds when Mr. Clinton arrived. Aaron was still disappointed. Aaron grumbled, but reluctantly agreed. He wasn't sure if the driver was coming back to work with him again. He really hoped he didn't make any mistakes once again. Later, when he found out that the driver was listening to what he told him, he didn't make any mistakes. Aaron was feeling much happier now that the driver was doing better. After that, he and Aaron had made up their quarrel and started to work harder on Mr. Clinton's railway. At first, the driver understood that Aaron is only a shunter when he works in the yards. And soon everyone agreed that the driver is no longer a stubborn man.